Hey guys, gals, and legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Let's Roleplay Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, Dusk's Tale. Can be a little bit troubling to get that out sometimes, but we got there in the end, didn't we? Last episode we spent a lot of time with Dusk in the kitchen. We were preparing food more than anything. We did a lot of food preparation, but we also prepared some mutagens as well, and even got some hides tanning. I don't know what's wrong with me today. It's already starting to go all wrong. But today's episode, I thought we'd do something a little bit different. We'd be leaving the home, we'd be going elsewhere. We probably need to rest first before we do, but looking out on the map at the moment, actually I didn't see the NPC before, but I did see that there was a horde or two that were nearby, and this could be for a number of different reasons. It could be in part because of this NPC. Chung is still out there. Now Chung was someone that was looking for a inhaler before, and I'm just seeing now that we actually have a mission popping up over there on this house here. I think someone wanted us to kill their mother, but I don't know if that mother will still be there. I have been wanting to go back because of everything that has happened. I mean, that's the tank there. I'm trying to remember exactly at what point and place it was that everything went wrong, and I feel like it was up and further into the town, wasn't it? By the pawn shop. Yep, and the jewelry store. The jewelry store we burnt down. So this is where Candy and Pei fell. I'm planning to go into town with a lot of, weapons and mini nukes, more than anything. If that horde is still there, if any of them still remain, Dusk is going to blow them to smithereens. At least that's the idea. I don't know whether or not I will be able to properly do it. If we can, it will be fantastic. Otherwise it might be game over. It's definitely a risky move. It's 100% a risky move. So I don't know whether or not it's definitely not a great move, but I think we're probably going to try and do it. I think for now though, we are just going to try to sleep. I feel like that's the smartest move for us. I don't know what's going to happen with these hordes. It looks like this one is kind of just passing us by. We're just going to wait here just for a little bit and just see where it's going. It seems to be kind of holding outside for now. We'll see what happens there. We're going to go down to sleep, and I'm going to have a sip of coffee. It looks like, yep, we're going to be getting up at night, which is actually perfect for us. Really, really good for us. Let's have some crackling actually, because the crackling will probably go off first, and we know that does make us quite happy. Alright, we're going through quite a bit of it there. Okay, alright, so we've got bread on us, but we don't have much else currently. Let's have a drink. Let's see, there we go. See if we can get slaked. Yeah, perfect, excellent. It might be worth us trying to make even some boring sandwiches before we go out, although I think we are out of... let's have a look. I think we're out of sauces to make boring sandwiches. Apparently, no, we are not. We can make a hell of a lot more. So let's go ahead and make, let's make 8 boring sandwiches out of that. So it's just mustard and bread, which I will admit, I have actually eaten just mustard and bread before when I'm really hungry and I don't have any motivation to do anything at all. Weirdly enough, I think in Canada a few times for lunch, there would be like not much in the house, and I would just be like, okay, mustard, bread, there we go. And hey, sometimes it's enough. I'm really fond of mustard. You learned something new about Rycon today. Looks like the hordes have moved on. It looks like Chung has disappeared as well. It's also because it's night. So I think at night, Dusk isn't able to observe or at least concentrate on those minds that are kind of revolving around her. So she isn't able to kind of detect exactly where things and people are. So, yeah. Right, okay. There was part of me that was thinking about trying to make some pemmican. The reason being, it's just good to go and it lasts forever, essentially. So it's good if we go on long missions. It gives us a lot of... It's 8 portions as well, I didn't realize that. Maybe it'd be worth us just making one thing of pemmican to take with us, because I feel like in the long run it's going to be worth it. We'll eat those boring sandwiches and everything first. We'll actually leave the rest of that bread behind. But that pemmican, that can keep us going for a decent while. Let's see, how much do we have in our... we need more water in our hydration pack. Let's go ahead, fill container, pour into a container, there we go, perfect. Another sip of coffee. Okay, we're maxed out on our bionic power, at the moment. I'm going to have a look at our ammunition and see what we need at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and activate our holster on our survivor belt. No, it's not there. It's just a regular holster, which is just on our leg. We will store the reflex bow in there for now, and we'll have a look and see exactly what this takes. So it takes the 8x40 stick magazine rounds. Okay, so let's unload that for now. So we should have, yeah, this here, the stick magazine, 8x40mm. Okay, so we need to have a look through here now. Okay, so we actually have a magazine here at the moment. Okay, let's see if we can unload that then. So let's just go down here, 8x40, we should be able to get those 10 rounds, perfect, okay. We'll do that. 5x50. The auto magnums, I feel like have the same ammunition. Maybe I'm incorrect in that. Can I unload that? Yeah, 8x40 stick. Yeah, it is. It's the same thing, and they've got the stick ammunition. Okay. Alright, so we've actually got 2 of those up here, so we'll just go ahead and unload those for now. I don't know if 10's the maximum they can have or not, but we'll see. We'll investigate that. So let's go to R1, which is this first one, this RMG P25. What's the difference between those two? It's a 25 round. Okay, that's the difference. That 25, those are just 10. Okay, well let's go ahead and reload that sucker. Holy shit. I didn't realize we had so much. Wow, I feel like an idiot. I feel like a complete idiot. Okay, we've got a lot of caseless rounds just over here. HPV, Tracer, Full Metal Jacket. Let's use Full Metal Jacket for now. Because that's gonna tear. That's gonna, yeah. I mean, that's good. That's good. Let's actually reload these extra ones as well. Do we want to use Tracer rounds? High velocity projectile, right? That's got to be what that is. HVP. Let's chuck some of those in. They're the most kind of damaging. That means we'd have these 2 extra stick magazines with high velocity rounds. Hell freaking yes. Okay, good. And we have some left over there as well. God, we can make some mess with this. Okay, so let's go to our submachine gun. I'm going to go ahead and reload that. First of all, with this one here. Because we'll go through those other rounds really, really quickly. We've just got the regular ammunition there. I wonder if we should just take the rest. We should. Like, we definitely should. My question is, where is it? Well, we've got other stick magazines here. We could just carry a whole heap of magazines. Yeah, we could. Hell yes, let's do it. Okay, more Full Metal Jacket. Let's do it. Hang on, not what I wanted to do. I wanted to just go here, reload, and we'll use that. Okay, I'm liking this. We've got 40 rounds just sticking in there. I don't think we need to bring any extra with us. I feel like that might be a little overkill. Plus, because I'm wanting to carry a mini nuke and they're heavy, so yeah. Okay, we've got other caseless ammunition just sitting right there. We're going to go ahead and drop that back just for the time being. We are going to keep our reflex recurve bow as well though, because I think really swapping out to the other is just for like emergencies, like when things get close. For the most part, we are going to be using our recurve bow. And yeah, I'm really, really happy with that. Now I know that the stick magazines, we could store some of those in our harness before, but we don't actually have a survivor harness. And I know that I can put one on, but I don't think we're going to right now. I feel like I'm okay with everything that we're wearing. I think what I want to do is just drop off some other bits and pieces I don't think we need. The etched human skull, I kind of want to hold on to, but at the same time, I feel like it's... How much space is it taking up? It is actually taking up some space, so we'll go and drop it over here with the rest of our kind of curiosities. We're going to move all of these things over. Just these 2x4s, move them out the way, and we'll drop the etched human skull just there. Nice. Okay, we'll build some shells for those curiosities eventually. And I don't think we want to take the other artifacts with us. We'll just stick with the one ring for now, because that's freaky enough as it is. I feel like I should take some first aid kits with us as a backup, because we know how things can go quite wrong quite fast. Improvised lockpicks, cool, I'm okay with that. Codeine and the rest. The seeds we will drop off for the time being. We don't need to have those on us, they're just going to clutter our inventory. The batteries I will hold on to as well. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So let's jump into here, let's have a look for first. Okay, we have some first aid kits, let's just take 2 for now. I think that'll be responsible. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty good. Now, mini nukes. Where am I storing them at the moment? I know I had one mini nuke which was actually near one of the carts, so we'll go ahead and have a look at that real quick. Are you my folding cart? No, you're Hugh. So where is our folding one? Could actually still be in the vehicle itself. Because if we're going into town, there's a chance that we might need to actually use that cart still, so it'll be good to know that it's actually around. I think this is the one we're after. Yes, it is. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's see. It's a jerry can of diesel. Okay. And mini nuke in here? Yes, there is. Okay, we'll just take the one for now. I think that's okay. And we've got the shotgun under here, the Mossberg, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, so that's kind of our emergency backup if we need it, gun to grab. But the extra cart, our folding crane cart, where did that wind up? It's not this, it's not Hugh. And I know the other cart we took out back with the girls. I'm intrigued by this now. Where did that cart end up? Not here. And is there anything here that I want to bring with us? Not for the time being. No. Now we'll leave that lot there. They're still tanning. So where is our folding crane at? Where are you hiding? Oh, folded engine crane. Okay, apparently I just stored it up there. So let's change to our inventory and we'll just go ahead and put that in there. We can actually fit it into our backpack, amazingly enough, and still be okay. So we might just end up keeping it there because why the hell not? It's not slowing us down right now. I am cool with that. Okay, so hopefully the sucker still has some energy left alive in it. Let's go have a look real quick. Examine vehicle. Yep, it's perfectly fine. We got gasoline, we got battery. I mean, it's battered for sure. That front wheel, if we can repair that now, that'd be great. Glare protection, shoot. Okay, I'm not gonna forget that ever again. We're gonna go back and get some because that's boned us before and stopped us from taking things that would be cool. So, glare protection is gonna be something that we have with us pretty much 24/7. And I think we should have some up here. Pair of welding goggles. We're just gonna wear those around our neck so that we have them close by at all times. I'm imagining. We're not actually going to wear them because it does actually stop you from seeing, funnily enough, because it, well, blocks out so much light. Yeah. Okay, let's get this thing open. Jump into the seat. I don't think I've forgotten anything. We have the mini nuke on us currently. I don't know if it's been changed, but I need to kind of double check with the placing of it. I don't want to put too much time on it as well, so it kind of freaks me out when I think about it. It really does. Why can't we see ahead? Oh, the freaking headlights are completely destroyed. Well, that's not good. We'll turn that off then, and for the time being, no. Turn off headlights. Stop driving. Go ahead and close this for now, and we'll see if we can repair some of these things before we go. So namely, let's start off with just the wheel. If we can repair that, we will. We heard a noise. Little concerning. Headlight, can we repair you? We need a car headlight to be able to repair. And I would want to have those before I go out. We can't repair that wheel. We need to have a wheel to replace it with, and we do not have one. The car headlight we should be able to make, and it sounds like there is someone outside. So let's go ahead, open this thing up. Ignore. Okay. Oh, yeah. There's certainly someone or something here, and sure enough, Dusk in the darkness sees a tough zombie stumbling towards her. So she takes an arrow out of her quiver and starts to aim. Not being too confident at first with her shot, she waits until it enters the light and starts to march towards her, slowly shambling in the dim light of her torch. Another emerges from the darkness. This one, wow, Nice. This one hits it, well, pretty much full on. And Dusk feels like she is getting better at this as we aim again and kill him before he even gets close to us. Now, before the other one gets there, Dusk lines up another arrow and fires, hitting this one even though it is at a decent distance. Again, another good hit. Finally, this one still just shambling, barely but a thread of life left in it. Dusk kills him as he nears. Okay, so let's go and grab those arrows first of all. We'll turn off our lamp. Orange soda would be great to be able to drink some of those. And you've got a Mossberg just chilling out on you? Okay, and it's fully loaded. So let's take those shells and we'll take them back for our one that's just sitting in the car. Gladly. You can keep that one outside there. But we will grab the flesh as, well, we're collectors. Jump down here and we'll just we'll drop it off into here for now, and I think we'll keep flesh to the right hand side if I can remember. So tainted meat, there we go, and let's go ahead and chuck the extra rounds of shot just underneath the seat there. Okay, so I'm gonna seal this up for now, and again, like, look, we're taking a little bit of damage and I don't know why we are. Weird. Super weird. Alright, for the time being, we're just going to have one of our boring sandwiches. I'm going to head back and I'm going to quickly see if we can make a car headlight because, yeah, we need probably 2 if we can make them. So we'll just have a quick look and we'll search for car. And can we make one right away? Doesn't look like we can. No, what are we missing? Let me guess, copper wire? Freaking copper wire. Of course. Always copper wire. We don't have enough. So what we can do is just drive with our torch on. So that means that we're just going to have to grab a whole heap of batteries. There are 200 down here. That's an okay amount. So we'll go ahead and reload that. That will mean that we have extras, so I'm okay with this. We will just have to be flicking our head torch on and off though. It's okay. It's alright. Could be worse. And it is this door here, just after the cargo pants. Get that thing open, jump into the seat, fire the engine on and activate our headlamp. And let's go ahead and hit the road. I'm trying to think how I best want to approach this. I'm almost tempted to go and have a look at those houses to see maybe if we can help out whoever it was that initially wanted us to go and, well, kill their mother. There is a chance that their dearly beloved could still be there. I say dearly beloved, but usually when you say dearly beloved, you mean, well, I know, actually, I think dearly beloved means, like, anyone, really, right? Okay, it's not just like a wife. Yeah, dearly beloved, we're gathered here today. Yeah, it's a general statement, right? Okay, I think so, maybe, who knows? I don't know these things always. Okay, alright. I swear I'm a regular human being. Let's just dive through these as best we can, watching out, of course, for minefields, because I could kind of almost imagine Candy and Pay in the back of Dusk's mind, chastising her about driving at night. Okay, alright, so we've got some noises beneath the homes here, which leads me to believe that there is some kind of zombie presence beneath here. We're just going to turn off Bogart for now, and we're going to approach this home, in which we believe there is a mother. Okay, we're going to have to use one of our improvised lockpicks, and just like that, we get the door open. Okay, so we don't know exactly who's going to be in here. We can hear noise, so it sounds like there could still be someone wandering around in here. We'll turn on the light real quick, and sure enough, there is a zombie. Could this be the zombie? I don't know for certain. Yes! Refugio, apparently. So I can almost imagine Dusk being given a picture, and either like a driver's license or something like that, a picture of this person that she swore she would release from this endless night. So let's just have a quick look at our missions and see who we're doing. No, we can't tell who we're doing this for, unfortunately. But we did receive this mission at some point and promised someone that we would help them. And so sure enough, we will. Dusk takes an arrow out of her quiver, raises her bow, and takes her time, making sure that she gets a decent shot. The first shot hitting it in the side of the neck. It halts for a moment, but then continues to march forward. The second hitting it clearly between the eyes. The zombie is dead. Okay, well, that is what we needed to do. There was a Glock with no bullets in, so obviously they fought to the bitter end, it would seem. Okay, so apparently we can see where we need to turn this in, and it's someone in the woods. Archer, you bloody marvelous bastard, you're still out there. Well, who knows, maybe Dusk can still find some kind of friendship, some kind of companionship out there. I don't think right now she is comfortable in doing that, especially now that she's actually out here trying to avenge her friends. So she probably, yeah, I'd say most certainly isn't looking forward to doing that. There is a lot of noise that we're hearing, and I think it's coming from downstairs. We're not going to worry about that tainted flesh right now. We're just going to keep our ears open, and I think we're going to dive down into this basement. I'm going to mark this home, though, as explored, because I feel like we have done what we need to here. The arcade could be really good for us, because there is a lot of machines in there that we could disassemble for copper wire, right? Okay, looks like it might be primarily rats in this basement, so let's close the door real quick. And let's just... Actually, you know what? We still might be able to use the bow here. This could be a chance to... maybe not. I think it would be safer if we just use our hands. It's going to be hard to hit some of them, but should we hit them, we'll be able to kill them very, very quickly. And is it just sewer rats in here? Yep, it looks like that's all there is. So let's go ahead and grab the recurve bow. We shall wield it. And we're not going to worry about butchering that rat. We are going to come over to these, though, and just have a quick look and see if there is anything kind of useful in them stashed away. It looks like a whole heap of bubble wrap, so I think someone had some kind of weird fetish. Definitely had some kind of weird fetish. There is a lot of bubble wrap here. And the home next to us seems to have a lot of activity in it. So I'm going to grab those batteries because we are going to be using this head torch a fair amount. Let's see what they had stashed away. The wheat, definitely. Cheap wine. Ooh, I wonder if we could use that to make vinegar. Apparently we can use it to make brandy. Okay, I think we're going to leave it. We're going to leave it. And we don't need the file, so we'll go ahead and just come back up to the surface. I'm going to check out the rest of the house real quick-like. But I don't think there's going to be anything here that I desperately want. A kilt, though, that's tempting. Very, very tempting. No, we're going to be leaving that behind. Let's turn this on real quick. I am going to be turning it pretty much just like on and off real quick. Moving along, we are going to check the kitchen. Fletcher's friend we've already got. There's mostly going to be things that we've already had. Or actually can't eat, rather. But the salted fish, apparently, we can. So we'll look at taking that. A great coat and a towel. Okay. Oh, we are hearing some action. And there is one thing in the bathroom, and it is a gallon jug of bleach, which I'm tempted to take, but, you know, we can actually make. We can make it now, so... It's not a must that we do it. Okay, we are hearing a decent amount of noise here now, so... And it sounds like it is all below. So it might actually be a survivor's basement that we're dealing with in this home, so I feel like it's worth us investigating. There isn't a huge dead presence here yet, so let's not activate that nuke. If I do, I'm going to be so disappointed in myself, but at the same time, you will all no doubtedly say, yeah, we kind of knew that was going to happen. It's a Rycon thing. I'm going to get rid of this cup for now before I knock it over. And we are going to continue along our way. Detergent. I don't think that's going to be really of any use to us. The coffee powder, though, I don't think I can turn that down. I think I'm compelled to take that with me. There is just some clean water there. We're just going to scull it down if we can. Why not? Raw spaghetti, sure. Okay. This sounds like it's where all the action is, or close to. Just some jandals. Okay. Alright, an entrance to the below, and we've spotted a tough zombie out in the field. So what we're going to do is we're just going to turn off our lamp there, and it is actually sunrise, so there is some kind of activity outside, and they no doubt will be able to see us. So just make this quick, see what we got, and yeah, just horror novel. We're going to head downstairs, see what is waiting for us. It could be quite bad. we'll have a quick look. Okay, so we see a zombie right away, but I don't think it sees us. We're pretty confident in our shot. We let the arrow fly. Let's see if we can get another one out quickly. Yep, sure enough we can, but I think he did try and claw at us. We bash it back with our bow as best as we can as more start to approach. We back and drop the bows to the ground and wait for the others to approach. Oh, and sure enough they do. And so Dusk begins to strike one by one as the others start to surround her. A slightly stronger looking zombie now stands in the doorway, but Dusk quickly tries to make quick work of it. And sure enough, they lunge, but time and time again, Dusk dodges and slashes, quickly punching them, throwing them up against the wall, and clawing. The zombie tramples the zombie. Okay, alright, so I guess maybe they can stand over each other now. Interesting. Okay. It tries to grab us, but Dusk bats it away. They're unable to penetrate her, unable to kind of break through, but she's starting to tire as more and more flood through the doorways at her. But as of yet, we are holding them at bay. Okay, I think we might need to try and change things up, potentially, but I still feel like this is working out for us. We still are wearing our gloves currently. Even with our gloves on, we are still doing a decent number, or a decent amount of damage. Let's see if we can take them off. Well, I don't think taking them off right now is the best idea. I think we just need to stand our ground while they're still close like this and just continue to quickly punch and slash at them. Punch, slash, and grab. We are right at the end of our stamina, and they were some very loud zombies, but we managed to kill a whole heap of them there. We are going to take off our gloves down here and allow Dusk's talons to shine. Let's see if there is anything interesting on any of the dead that have fallen before us here. It is a little hard for me to see past the light here. It's kind of somewhat blinding me. We've got our metal arrows, we'll take those. I think that's about it, really. There's a candle, creaming soda, windbreaker, no. Nothing of interest for us. We are just going to stand our ground just for a little bit here and get some of our stamina back before we start to move in a little bit further into this place. And you know what, let's grab our bow, because we still might be able to make use of it. Not just yet though, as another zombie stumbles towards us. But before it can even make an attack, Dusk slashes and kills the thing quickly. Okay, let's go ahead and get that recurve bow. Probably shouldn't have done that, we don't need it. Nope. I want to go to wield and just store that in our inventory. As the other one approaches, Dusk very quickly kills it. At this stage, the regular zombies, they are really not much of a threat to us at all. So I think for the most part we can stand our ground. Even that one grabbing Dusk is incapable of doing damage to her. Okay, alright. I think we might be able to do this. Let's go ahead and try and wield that again. And we'll turn on our light. Okay, so it is a weed basement. There's just a whole heap of weed here, which, you know, we can actually find some kind of use for them, especially hemp as well. But we'll see if we can get away with firing some shots with our bow before the others get too close. And sure enough, Dusk is actually doing a pretty good job there. Although now they are close enough that I think it's probably going to be worth us just dropping that to the ground. And again, starting to slash at them one by one as they near her. Okay, I think we need a different martial arts here. What do we want to go for? I mean, maybe brawling is the right option for us to have here. Your blocks absorb extra damage the stronger you are. Maybe Taekwondo could be good for us here, although it mostly means that we are kicking. We go ahead and side kick that one out the way. Okay, the kicks are pretty good. Sweep kick, side kick, not bad. Okay, Taekwondo's pretty good. An axe kick, god damn. Okay, yeah, the kicks are pretty good, I have to admit. Our torso encumbrance was affecting us a little bit there, but Dusk goes ahead and just kind of sweeps through all of them there. We're going to go ahead and put that one back on, and I'm going to quickly see if any of them down here have anything of interest to us, and doesn't really look like they do. But you never know. The metal arrows we will certainly take back. And we'll go ahead and activate our quiver, store the rest of those in there. Okay, well I think we are going to go around and just collect some good old marijuana while we are here, because it is useful. It is certainly useful, and we are going to have use of it in the future. More seeds. I don't know if we need that many seeds though, so I'm more just wanting to see if there is anything hiding on the side of the wall, and it doesn't look like there is, so I think what we're going to do for now is just spend time here butchering pretty much all of these zombies here. We're just going to go... Yeah, I think we just need to go through like this, and we are going to get quite tired. I don't know if we can keep butchering once we are like really tired, but we'll see. We'll push it on for a bit. We're going to have another boring sandwich, get nice and full, and we will continue butchering. We're going to get a whole heap of tainted meat out of this, and I'm okay with that. We might actually have to, kind of take, turns in running all this up, because there were a lot of them down here, and this wasn't exactly what I was intending on doing, but obviously a lot of the dead flooded down into this basement, and well, Dusk still was able to take out her revenge on them, so I'm cool with her doing that. Now let's just go through to our auto pickup manager, because we're going to need to use that to pick up some of this tainted flesh. So we'll do that, exit and save changes, and you know what, guys and gals, it's time for a cut, so we'll see you all in a moment. I have returned, so we're just going to do some wandering like this, and we should be able to pick up a whole heap. Although now I see we are actually picking up tainted bones as well, and I don't want to be picking up tainted bones. So we'll go ahead and drop those, see if we can pick up any more. I might actually just need to change this here to be just tainted meat. So let's go through to here and get rid of that and just go meat. And let's go test. It has to be tainted. So let us go edit. No, that's what we're after. Tainted meat. Test. Okay, great. So that should work now. And do I have any other bones I've picked up here? No. Okay, but we have what we have, so we'll go ahead and head back up. The cart isn't too far away from memory. Yep, it's just over there. So we'll go ahead and just quickly go and get rid of that there. We might actually be able to have a rest. Could be worth us doing. We're going to drop off the extra food and bits and pieces that we found while we were there, that we don't need to currently have on us. Let's see, what else? Cannabis seeds, the weed. Okay, we will head back. And let's go here. Right, we're starting to get our stamina back. This is the room, correct? Yes, it is. Okay, and we'll just grab all we can. Am I picking those up or not? Am I at capacity? No, I'm not. So maybe I have boned this somehow. No, I should still be able to pick that up. It's called something else, right? No, tainted meat? I should be able to pick that up. Why can't I? Auto pickup manager. Test. Chunk of tainted meat. And what are these called? Chunk of tainted meat. Why are we not picking them up? Have I turned this off overall? No, should be working. Auto pickup is enabled currently. Tainted meat, disable it, enable it. Save changes. Okay. Nope, no changes at all. Okay, well, I guess I will just manually select what I can for now. And it's actually not a hell of a lot. So what I might end up doing now is activating our good old folded crane, unfold it, and we'll just use that for the time being to go ahead and drop things into, because we can't really carry too much back up with us. We can, but we do get overweight. And I think it's such a short distance that I think we'll actually be okay to do it. For some reason we can take so much more this time. I don't know why. No, we'll just go like that for now. Oh, right, of course, because we've dropped down the engine crane. That makes sense. Okay, I understand. Okay, we'll go here, drop all of those down. Grab the rest. Thank you. Okay, this might be it, I think. Potentially, he says. Oh, we're close. And we will go ahead and wear the bow for now. That's all the tainted meat we could ever want from down there, and it's gonna be a lot of mutagens we can make from that. So I am pretty damn happy with that. There we go, and we'll drop the final piece that we have in our hands. Let's go ahead and wield that sucker again. Let's get out of here. Back outside. Okay. And yes, the sun is irritating our skin. We probably should have brought a umbrella with us, but I neglected to do that. Actually, let's go, advanced inventory. It's going to be better for us, and we will take the filter off. We do not want any filters. There we go. Great, so I will just go Shift M. It's going to be the fastest way for us to move this. Done. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and fold that back up, and it should be back in our bag. Oh, here it is. Okay. Done. Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to drive this along. Either that or we could rest. I'm in two minds about whether we do that. Oh, okay, those two NPCs are still alive somehow. Holy crap. But how long is that going to last for after we set off a nuclear bomb? I don't know. I think what we're going to have to do for now is just essentially race this up as quick as we can. Can we drop something while we're driving? We can. Ooh. We might be able to do a drive-by nuclear bomb. Maybe. I don't know if that's a great idea. I'm going to say right now it's not a good idea, but we're probably going to try and do it anyway. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and come up this road here, the road that they are actually on, and we'll see if we can make this work or not. What's dangerous about this is there's a chance if there are grabber zombies or anything like that, they can actually just pull us straight off this bike. There is a zombie technician nearby, and no doubt they can also be trouble. But we'll just try and go around for now. Oh, you are over there, so I was kind of going towards you. Now, most of them have probably dispersed by now. There is one horde there. And if they are not there, we are just going to try and reclaim the belongings of Candy and Pay. And I have actually kind of screwed this up a little bit. I have come down a road that I can't actually leave, or at least leave very easily. So I'm going to see if I can thread the needle here a little bit, which is super freaking dangerous on my behalf. I don't know why oh shit, yeah, okay, yeah. There was a risk I maybe shouldn't have done. Surely I can make it through that. Just need a little bit of panache. No, again, it's not working. Oh god, this is going to be fucking Austin Powers, isn't it? Yep, we're going to hit ourselves up against this time and time again. Okay, we need to gas it and go around the other way. Okay, that was way too stupid, dumb, and irresponsible for me to do then. We need to go the next street along, which I'm perfectly fine with doing. Okay, I didn't realize at first that that was a dead end. There's that zombie technician. Do we have time to have something to eat? Eat a boring sandwich? Yeah, we do. We have time to eat. Let's do it. I don't think he's going to be able to pull anything from our vehicle, so we're just going to drive on past him in the hopes that he doesn't... Did he pull the bow from us then? No, we still have the bow. Good, okay. So we'll continue along our way. Okay, we can see that, the numbers are starting to grow. Holy shit, yes, they're starting to grow. Just a whole heap of zombies. Hank, we know you. Benjamin, I don't think I know you, Benjamin, and I'm pretty sure that we do know the bloke that's in there as well, because there were two guys that we ran into. Okay, alright, so we're coming up against a gym at the moment. So where it all went wrong is where that horde is there. So we are going to be driving towards that horde, and I think I'm going to be driving at a relative pace. I don't want to be driving too fast though, because if I'm dropping this thing out, if I'm dropping this bomb out, I can't remember how long I should be setting it for. or if I activate it, it drops immediately. Because if it drops in the vehicle, that is not good for us. That is really not good. Okay, so we can see this is where they were kind of tearing apart the vehicle, the two different vehicles. Okay, we can see that there is still a large number of them down by the firehouse, and we actually managed to take out a decent number in the fire that we set down here. Okay, so my question is, how do we want to go about this? Do we want to just try and kill them? Like one by one? I don't see the Hulks right now, so it might be possible. We need to have a way out though. And this is the thing, if I just drive in here with my vehicle is going to get swamped. That's not what we want. What we might be able to do, I should have thought about this before, is wear the ring, get in there, drop the bomb, go away with the ring on. This could work. Okay, we need to gas backwards, step on the brake. Now, the Z9 is going to come for us. That's to be expected. There's a smoker zombie down there as well. Okay, we're going to be okay. We're going to be alright. So, we are going to try and kill this Z9 before we do anything else. So we need to make sure that we actually have a pretty confident shot. The smoker zombie is probably going to get to us first though, unfortunately. Okay, we didn't actually damage you for much, did we? Okay, that's a little better. Okay, so we killed that one. That's good. Are we going to be able to kill you before we get going? I don't want to lose you in the haze. And this is probably just going to go straight through you, huh? Motherfucker. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. Okay. Thankfully, the smoker zombies don't have a hell of a lot of health. Okay, so this is making me really nervous, but we're going to go ahead and put the Ring of Forbidden Miasma on. Oh, hang on. No, we want to wear it. We fade into invisibility. Yeah, we hear a rattling noise coming from inside ourselves, and our skin feels slithery. Okay. Let's get moving. So the survivor zombie doesn't know exactly where we are, and there is the start of the horde. Okay, so what I want to try and do is plant the bomb here and then run like a madman. We're going to activate the mini nuke. We're going to set the timer to... I see, this is the thing, I don't know how long I should be setting it for. Is it going to hit our... It might actually hit our cart if we do that. Okay, so let's not. We're going to start running. So they do seem to be kind of semi-following us. The rain has started. Okay, I think if we plant it here, we are going to be able to catch a number of them. What are those scorched zombies? I wonder if they have actually revived from here. The ones that we killed. Heavily burnt zombie that still reeks of charred flesh. I like that that is actually there. Okay, we're going to go activate this mini nuke. We're going to set the timer to 30. I really don't think that's long enough. We're going to find out either way. We set the timer. It is in our inventory. We are going to drop it to the ground, and we are going to run as fast as we can. And I really don't know how fast or how long we have here. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, a lot of them are near us. We've just run into a zombie scientist. And there we go, the bomb goes off, and a large number died in the explosion, but there are still some that are alive. We didn't see how many were hit by it, but it did send a large number of bodies hurling into the air, and Dusk did find herself thrown to the ground momentarily, as others of the dead start to move towards us. And it would seem that that explosion has woken up a large portion of the city, which is to be expected. But the main purposes of us coming here was to kind of investigate, in a sense, and see what was going to happen. And I suppose we have found out. And so they have been able to track us so far, these two. But I believe we are going to be able to deal with these two. We are going to take off the reflex bow, store that, and we're actually going to take off our ring now. So we're going to go take off, and we are going to take that sucker off. We aren't standing on the acid right now, so that actually kind of works out for us. As we sweep the zombie to the ground, and we end up kicking the spitter zombie back away from us as it approaches again. We kick out of it. Finally, they both die. falling into the acid. Now, there were other bodies here, those bodies of the Hulks, that could be, well, very, very, very bad news for us if they end up popping back up, and there's a chance that they could, so I need to stay kind of mindful for that. There was a nuclear explosion here, so we can't kind of hang around for too long, and it looks like a large number are starting to come from the east as the Screecher zombie somehow managed to kind of sneak up on me there. For some reason I didn't see it. Okay, here they come. We'll fight, but we won't fight for long. We'll fight as long as we can. Oh, and as the zombie dies, it actually explodes into a whole heap of smoke. We need to find a way back to our vehicle. We do have a zombie brute approaching us. Okay, we axe kick and that one explodes into smoke. We can see that there is a large number of them up here, mostly regular zombies by the looks of things, but there are some there that will cause us some issue. So we start to back away. And I think we might actually have to start running here as this zombie brute begins to catch up to us. But we are able to get enough distance between us and him as the others start to try and clamber over the remains of the jewelry store. I don't think we're going to be able to recover the others' belongings today, but we might be able to get out of our cell. Well, we might be able to get ourselves out of here still, if we don't dick around for long. We start to slow our pace so that we can have some stamina to make a burst for our vehicle. And as we can see, there is a really large number right near it. We're going to have to fight through those if we're allowed to get back to our Bogart. And we can see where the bomb actually hit and killed all of them, has blasted a crater in the road as well. Now this is a mini nuke, it's not a nuke, but it still has done a decent amount of damage, as you can see. The others begin to approach, a large number of them. I question what we are going to be able to do here. But there is a manhole cover, and I don't think that I'm going to be able to crank that open. We don't actually have anything to crank that open, which is really unfortunate. I don't think we're going to be able to use the bow in time as well, so we might just have to wait patiently for them to approach. We do have our gun though, and I think maybe this is the kind of time where we want to be using it. So we whip out of our holster our submachine gun, and we hold it against our side, ready to fire against the survivor zombie as he approaches. Let's see. Oh, actually I did not want to fire as many as we did then, but we did, and I'll just have to live with it. We're going to be dealing with, because I tried to change the firing mode while we were in there, which is not what I wanted to do. So again, we take our time, we line up our shot, and we get a good hit. Not good enough though, the survivor zombie still comes for us. The next finds its mark and it collapses to the ground. Okay, let's see, we have a feral hunter which is jumping towards us at the moment. One shot finds its mark as we line up the next. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit at this stage. I think we're going to be okay. If we stand our ground here, we've got the other magazines we can swap out to. We have a fat zombie approaching. As we fire once, fire again, one more time, killing the creature. The others begin to approach. I'm not so concerned with the, now they're a little bit harder for us to hit, it would seem. Okay, one more. Not so concerned with the toxic zombie right now. Okay. Damn it. Flies overhead, missing. Dusk aims again and fires, missing. This time, it finds its mark. All this noise though, this noise is getting attention, and that attention isn't so good for us. How many more? One more round. Okay, alright, can we reload this thing in time? Let's go ahead and chuck in one of those. Ignore, and we'll store that one in our inventory. Okay, alright, we'll stand our ground. The gas isn't a problem for us right now, as we hit that one in the head, nearly killing it. Second shot doing exactly that. The zombie dog is going to be harder for us to hit, so we need to take our time, but it isn't as strong. We wait and we fire, the high velocity rounds tearing through the dead at a fast rate. Dusk starting to feel more comfortable. Firing mechanically, one after the other, seeing zombie after zombie fall. She keeps the faces of her friends in her mind as she slays them one by one. She ejects the magazine, locking in another as a zombie brute begins to approach. She fires, and again, the brute, barely alive, collapses to the ground. I would like to be able to butcher and or smash a number of these. I just don't think we are going to have the time or the luxury to do so. Okay. We're making our way through most of them here, but oh god damn it, what? No! Come on! Looks like that other horde has finally caught up. The horde of kind of regular zombies that we saw down by that church. We're actually going to start to wait for them to get closer, because we know that we can do really good damage once they get up close. But I guess we don't want to let them get too close. But those headshots do work. So if we can line them up, we will. I think we're going to have to start doing that now. Okay, we need to reload, so we eject and put in another magazine as the firefighter begins to approach. We don't stop reloading. We store the other in our inventory, and we fire. Okay. That spit is going to cause us trouble. Okay, come on you, same thing again. Okay, alright, we can get pretty consistent headshots here. We just need to be confident. Okay, not good enough. That one was. Okay, we've got 6 more rounds with this, but we've got a lot of dead to deal with, and we have a goddamn soldier zombie coming up behind us. Alright, we managed to get rid of that one there. The soldier zombie is going to be an issue for us. We fire once, damaging it, but not enough to kill it. We fire again, it begins to weaken. And finally, one more shot does the trick. We have a large number of them here, but I feel like we can handle most of these zombies in hand-to-hand combat, so I think for now, we might actually be able to holster our gun. As the others begin to approach, Dusk puts her gun away and waits for them patiently as they start to move between the toxic gas. She kicks out at them one by one as they approach, knocking them back. Okay. Hold, Dusk, hold. Okay, we do also need to make sure that we have a way out, and I've just put myself into a corner, so we might not have that. Okay, yeah, we are literally surrounded right now. Okay, so maybe not the smartest move we've ever had, especially now that many of them are going to be grabbing at us. We need to just keep on striking one by one, killing as many as we can. Those kicks lashing out. Dusk doing all she can to actually block with them. We're sweeping one and then the other and then the other to the side. The zombie technician dying. In the heat of the moment, Dusk loses track of technique and form and begins to lash out one by one, catching the attacks as they fly towards her. She sends the others reeling backwards, one after the other, as they attempt to bite, claw and scratch at her. She stands her ground as the others approach, lashing out again and again with her talons. But she begins to tire as others approach, but the numbers slowly starting to fade gives her confidence. Confidence that maybe she can survive this. And with a final counterattack, the horde is dead. A single Rottweiler running in the distance. She holds herself and catches her breath as best she can. Holy shit. I was not expecting us to be able to kill as many as we did there, but we frickin' did. No doubt there are going to be others, but I think we stand a chance now to spend some time smashing as many of them as we can. And I think we need to. Stop smashing? No. We need to pretty much smash as many as we can here. Okay. I think it takes the same amount of time. No, maybe it doesn't. Stop smashing? Yes, we will. The Screecher approaches, and Dusk makes quick work of the creature. But it has made noise, calling others to it. And I think it's at this stage that Dusk decides she needs to leave if she is to get out of here alive. She runs as fast as she can back towards her vehicle. As a fiend approaches and jumps on the back of it, she knocks one off and starts the engine. Bogart roars to life. She begins to accelerate at an incredible pace, attempting to, well, leave all of this behind. She manages to do so, but we need to pick our route very, very carefully here. And I don't know if going down is going to be the best course of action for us. Doesn't matter which way we go at this stage, it seems there are many that are going to attempt to stop us. We might even have to go up. Dusk, seeing a moment, she shoots for it as the horde begins to follow. That's a pretty nice looking RV, she thinks to herself as she drives along. Finally having a moment to catch her breath, she realizes what she has been able to do today. She stood her ground against many. Now they weren't hulks, there weren't that many brutes, but still she held her ground. We need to get back out of here. We did what we came to do. It would be nice, as I've said before, to stay and take the equipment that the others left behind. But, well, I don't think we can do that. Not just yet. And with a burst of acceleration, Dusk speeds away from the hunters, from the bloated zombies, and begins to make her way back to her mansion. We, so far, have survived another day in the Cataclysm, but we are not out of the woods yet, we are not out of the city. We still need to burn for the edge to see if we can make it. And we're actually warm, surprisingly enough. So perhaps there are, well, more pleasant winds on the way. And the two-wheeled Bogart continues along as, well, I didn't think we could actually collide with those, but apparently we can. We're going to have to slow down here because we are going to have to turn around a giant slug. I don't think we've seen one yet, but interesting all the same. We're going to see if we can take Bogart and weave through these bushes here and get our way back towards our mansion. There does seem to be a horde along the way, though, no doubt stirred up by the gunshots and the sound of the explosion that, well, Dusk let loose earlier in the day. A nuclear bomb is no laughing matter, and it certainly made a mess of, well, the remains of the horde that took her friends. So I feel like she did get the revenge that she sought, but no doubt there's still going to be a lot more of that revenge that is sought after. Alright, I think we are going to be able to make it. We still have some more excavating to do there. I did actually forget to do the last little bit of that. But I don't think we're going to be doing that today. I think Dusk is in need of some well-deserved rest after all of that. And I think we'll be able to back into here just fine. Yeah, let's see if we can do that. Okay, braking if we can. Let's not drive super quick. Okay, that'll do it. Actually, over a little bit more. There we go. Perfect, I think. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, I thought I heard a noise inside then, but maybe it could have just been the exhaust. Potentially. Let's go ahead and zoom on back in. Steel frame isn't what we're after. The pulley is, though. As we go ahead and close up shot, shop. Shot? Okay, was that noise inside here? I don't think it was. I think we're right. Okay, so let's go ahead and activate the foldable engine crane that we have. Go ahead and unfold that. Perfect. Okay, and we'll see what we have. We'll actually grab it so that it's kind of a grabbed vehicle. Okay, let's see. What are we doing? Advanced inventory. Okay, so the engine crane, and let's take off all filters. All right, so we want to start moving across the tainted meat as much as we can, and I think we can actually move, yeah, we can move all of it. Perfect. Okay, the jerry can of diesel will leave, but we will grab all the food. Okay, so we can take that all in one go, so I'm happy with that. Close it up, leave Bogart alone for the time being. It has done what we needed it to do. And we're going to go ahead and drop everything in here. I just realized that we're still running. We don't need to be doing that any longer, but I think we're going to try and take it to here if we can. Okay, let's see. Grabbed vehicle should be what we have. Yes, D. There we go. And we're going to shift everything up. So I'm just using Shift M to do this. It's the fastest way that we can do it rather than move all, because move all seems to move things individually, and well, that doesn't really help us out that much. Okay, so there should be everything on the ground there, so we'll be able to move the chunks of meat across at least. So we will do all of that, and we can actually move the seeds to the side, so we'll get them to join the others. And you know what? That weed can join there as well, because we are going to be using that as a drug. There we go. Okay, so now just the food. And the food we should be able to move just up one square. And we will just go move all for that, because there's only a few things. And let's do that. Done. Okay, so we've managed to get everything back there. We have some more boring sandwiches we can eat, and we're just going to eat them because we can. Right, so we're feeling tired. We are feeling warm for the first time, so we might actually be able to take off some of our head stuff now. So I think the first thing is probably going to be the helmet liner. So we'll take that off, and yeah, sure enough, that takes away a decent amount of the warmth that we were feeling on there. And I think we want to have something that we like at least have it set aside, so like this is where we have our stuff that we actually wear. So I think we're just going to shift all of this stuff across to the next one along. So we'll shift all of those bits and bobs there, and this one, this kind of drawer is where we're going to store the things that we actually do use. So we'll go ahead and drop the, we've still got our survivor gloves off. We'll drop the helmet liner back into there. And I think what we should do is just reload these magazines. I think that's going to be a good practice for us to do. Just come over here as like a reloading station and just go and reload all of that. So we probably need to reload the one that's in there now. So we'll go ahead and do that if we can. Yeah. Let's grab you and go reload that. So we should be able to reload. Yep. Perfect. Okay. And we'll do the same thing for them. Reload, and we'll use the full metal jacket rounds for now if we can. And yeah, last lot there. Stick magazine. Oh, hang on. No, we're going to reload that first. And we'll store, yeah, we're just going to use the regular caseless in that. And that's perfectly fine. Oh, that's the 25 round one. Okay, and that's the one that we want to have in there primarily, so we'll go ahead and reload that one there. Store that back in our inventory. Cool. Okay, so we have 4 extra rounds with us at any one time, so it's pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, let's go use our quiver, store ammunition. Looks like that got a little damaged in our process of being out there, so we're going to quickly see if we can use that tailoring kit of ours to just kind of repair everything that we've got. So I might need to very quickly mark that as A, just to make it nice and easy. AA. And then repair, and let's work on those first, as long as we can. Okay, we need felt patches to be able to do that, no surprises. Okay, we will see what else we can work on. Hydration pack, come on, and we'll repeat as long as we can. Okay, not enough charges, bugger. Easy enough for us to just reload that and fill it with something else. We will use thread for now. I guess that's a little bit more difficult for us to work on. Maybe the elbow pads we can do, as long as we can. Cool. Okay, that was nice and easy. Enhanced. Perfect. Okay, and repair. Let's go for the quiver. And as long as we can. We should be able to do this without damaging it perfectly fine, although in saying that, we will run out of charges, as we have. Oh dear. Could be worse. And quiver. There we go, easy. Patchwork scarf we probably aren't going to be able to do, but the hydration pack we can do, so do that as long as we can. And again, we run out of charges, bugger. We'll see if we can use the last little bit there. Okay, we have. So we've only got a little bit to play with. We'll see if it's possible. If not, oh well. It's not the end of the world. Okay, bummer. Okay, well we've got most of our things repaired now. I mean, they're repaired, they just aren't reinforced, which is, I mean, that's okay, it's not so bad. I feel like Dusk handled herself pretty well out there. She hasn't been able to use her fangs for a while, she hasn't really been able to use her talons all that much, it seems. But I think that is being taken into account in her fighting style still, even with brawling. I'd be interested to know exactly how much it is kind of adding into it, but we can see that her unarmed combat has gone up a decent amount from that fight. Her dodge has gone up a decent amount as well, it's up to 78%. We're getting up there, and melee has gone up as well. Her driving was obviously being learnt as she was driving about there. So yeah, I mean, Dusk is still learning a lot about combat, but I feel like she handled herself pretty well there, and I feel like the nuke was a nice touch to kind of, well, get the revenge that she sought for her friends. Let's go ahead and holster our submachine gun. We don't need to have that out right now, but I feel like Dusk is in a pretty good place at the moment. She's pretty damn powerful, as you all know, and well, there's a chance that maybe we can go and see if we can track down Archer and tell Archer that we took care of, it could have been his mother, it could have been his father, I wasn't so sure, but it was someone important to Archer, so we know at least we have done something nice for someone in the world. So maybe next episode we'll head back into the forest and see if we can track him down. But guys and gals, that will be in the next one. Thank you all for joining me. I have been Rycon, this has been Dusk, the Lone Survivor. You have all been awesome, and until next time, stay tuned.